Hi everyone, my name is Moonrain and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a VR to Rachele from Amethyst Ascension's tarot tag Hungry Eyes. This tag is all about decks we don't own yet, those that we've been eyeing, but for one reason or another just haven't committed to buying. I'll share my top picks, why they've been in my head rent-free, and hopefully show a little restraint. I divided my list into 4 categories just to keep it fun and organized. So for the first category, we have atmospheric decks. These are the decks that pull me in with mood and vibe, decks that feel like you're stepping into another world. So first up on this list, we have Deleted World Tarot. This one caught my attention because the creator mentioned being influenced by Vaporwave. It's that nostalgic 80s, 90s digital aesthetic with neon colors and a kind of dreamy, retro, but futuristic feel. It has this post-apocalyptic energy with a touch of surrealism to feel outerworldly without being confusing. What excites me the most about this, though, is the borders, which are filled with glyphs and extra symbols. They add so much depth to the reading. Next up on this list is Somnia Tarot. This deck is visually striking and haunting in the best way. Nicholas Bruno uses photography to capture archetypes and the mysterious side of tarot. To me, it feels like a fever dream. It's moody, immersive, and perfect for shadow work or introspective readings. And last in this category is Tarot of the Unknown Shadows. This deck uses antique photography from the late 19th and early 20th century with a subtle surrealistic twist. It has this dreamy, slightly eerie feeling that I think would be amazing for mediumship or exploring the subconscious. The next category I have is Divinatory Classics. These are decks that feel timeless, rooted in history, and bring that classic divination energy to a reading. First up is Paul's Lenormand of the Middle Ages. I love that this deck doesn't just show a single symbol like most Lenormand decks. Instead, it has a full scenery, which makes the storytelling come alive. The primitive medieval art, as he mentioned in the Kickstarter, makes it feel like it's holding a little piece of history. And then next up is the Senna Spuria Lenormand, and this one is almost the opposite. It's simple, it's airy, and elegant. The backgrounds are really light and earthy, and I imagine it reads very cleanly and direct. If the Dreaming Way Lenormand had a hyper-realistic sibling, I believe this would be it. Third category is Depth with Language. These are decks that I believe will be straight to the point and give nuanced readings just because of the type of keywords they possess. So first up, we have Two Penny Oracle. This deck has a real antique vibe, like a tool you would find in an old, witchy shop. It's divided into instincts, feelings, and mental skills, and it's inspired by phrenology, which is the old practice of studying the bumps on the skull to understand personality and tendencies. I imagine this deck being perfect for clear, honest readings as well. And you could even pull a daily theme to tell you exactly what's at the heart of the matter. Last on this list is Crafted Decadence. This deck blends vintage collage with unique keywords and phrases that add so much to a reading. It contains famous writers, scientists, and artwork, which make each card rich with references and meaning. The collage work is cohesive and really gives you something to sink in without feeling overwhelming, like some other collage decks. Now, the very last category we have is Deep Symbol Systems, which is my favorite. I'm always drawn to decks that are self-contained systems with cards that hold so much depth that they can carry an entire reading on their own. And first up, we have Glowwood Oracle. This is a nature-based deck that's much deeper than it first appears. Each card has a small symbol along the sides that show how it interacts with its surroundings, whether it's with its neighbors or even its community or at large its ecosystem. Because of that, I think it would be great for understanding interpersonal dynamics, whether it's in your career, family, or love. I really can't wait to have my hands on that. With Color Vision Tarot, I fell in love with this deck after seeing the guidebook in action. It treats color as an energetic language or map. It reflects emotions, thoughts, and even your physical state. It's like doing a color-based diagnostic reading as well as a personality according to the guidebook, and I find that so fascinating. Next up is the Geomantic cards. I'm a huge fan of geomancy. It's actually one of the very first divination systems I learned before tarot. If you don't know what geomancy is, it's one of the oldest forms of divination and gives you a clear energetic map of the situation. This deck will be, well, at least I wanted to use it as a study companion, as it contains all the information you could possibly need for each of the 16 geomantic figures. Now, for honorable mentions, I wanted to write Beetlejuice Tarot. I love the movie. I even went to the Beetlejuice experience, dressed up as Lydia last Halloween. But the mixed reviews make me hesitate just a little, even though I believe that the minor arcana are fully illustrated. So that's it for my Hungry Eyes list. I'm trying to practice some restraint, but if one of these actually shows up in a future video, don't judge me. Before we wrap up, I do want to tag a few channels. You're by no means obligated to join in, but I'd love to see your list. Ravneet from Winds of Reflection, Sylvan from Sylvan's Way, Kara from Kara's Tarot for Enlightenment, and Robin from Robin's Reflection. Thank you so much for hanging out and window shopping decks with me. If you enjoyed this, please hit like and let me know in the comments which decks is on your Hungry Eyes list. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day.